find a new pushback, but I'm still gon' get that. Labels quaking, they mistaken. I'm that wrist stay frozen, cue you. Let's go, I'ma get. Unfazed, unbothered, with a boo, why bother? I'm that, you ain't no. I'm a get money type of, if you ain't getting money, don't type me. Crocodile Birkin might bite him. Can't hang with her if I don't like it. These, I come through in nippy crickets. I come through in moose be switching. I'm the problem, I'm the villain. I don't see these rickshaws throwing dirt on my name and he gon' hit still. Know who to play with, and these know who to play with.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And off we go from SoFi. Darius Davis to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Herbert throwing right away. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And the Chargers will have a 1st. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. They'll hand it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses. Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Brown's kick is up and good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Looking right, throwing deep. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Hurts now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Caught by the open man. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying again, following the sack. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked by Alohi Gilman. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's going to keep it this time. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers go up 10-zip here in the first. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They have it on 2nd and short. McConkey's got it on the sideline. He's out of bounds after a nice pickup to the 10. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Running it now out of the gun. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Fullback Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers take a 3-possession lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Stopped by Deion Henley. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Forced out to his right. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Oh, boy. They cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks. I'm looking for that to be called again.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Herbert on 1st down. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Lat McConkey. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Now a give running right. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Cooper DeJean with the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Herbert now. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there?
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. Lat McConkey with a touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers make it a 24-point ball game. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Eagles beginning their drive here. On 1st down, Hurts. He's on the move. On the move, looking deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant, because this receiver, he could take the lid off the defense at any time.
just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On third down, it's Hurts. Ooh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down. The Eagles are in punt formation. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. His first punt win 50. This is away and looks even better. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And the Chargers take possession. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chargers will have a first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Into the hands of Conklin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now Herbert again. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. It's Herbert once more. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they were quick. It's 2nd and goal. Herbert to throw once more. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Chargers get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Chargers continue piling on to this lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Back to throw it. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Oh no, they get him yet again. Dante Jackson takes it away. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he'll get it up to the 44. Working quickly here. First down throwing for Hurts. That pass caught by Dotson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They're going to run with Barkley. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun snap for Hurts. The back's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being...
And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He completes it in traffic. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. He's going to push one deep down there. He's got it inside the 25. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers push their lead further to start the half. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers grow their lead yet again. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Chased out to his right. Now he'll try a deep shot to the other side of the field. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
2nd down. Hurts throwing again. He's trying to go deep again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Dante Jackson takes it away. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4? He probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Jalen
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. Running back sent in motion. From the pistol, Hurts. On the move, headed right. That's into the hands of Barkley. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. First down, a run with Barkley. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Eagles football, and they'll look for points here, but might be too little too late in a lopsided fourth quarter. Offense to the line for second down. Hurts now from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. So they're left facing third and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Able to find Dotson here. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Hurts throwing again. He lets one fly deep downfield. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On third down, it's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. On fourth down, Hurts. He can't get away. They get the set.